Scola.
Can you be as condescending and very mean to Anthony Cumia talking shit about you for a bit? I mean, the balls on that has-been trying to enter this sector is appalling. Teach him a lesson, please. Well, here's the thing with Anthony. I read the comments on Anthony's thing. First of all, when you have to go on Pat Dixon's show to be heard trying to talk shit about me, that's bad. So that's almost too pathetic to comment on. But look, it's no secret. It's not been a good year for Anthony. He's burned some bridges by the way he handled that compound thing. I will say this about Anthony, and I felt this way about Anthony when it comes to, like, you know, Anthony never had us on compound. When people say Anthony had you on compound, Anthony didn't give a fuck about what happened on compound. E-Rock had us on compound. E-Rock was a booster of ours. And, you know, what happened to E-Rock after Gavin said, I'll come in and I'll fix all the money problems you have with compound? Boom, everyone was out the door. The minute Anthony could, you know, the minute anyone else offered to be the bad guy, Anthony did what he always wanted to do. Cut all the dead weight, get rid of all these people that were costing him, by his own admission, 50 grand out of his own pocket every quarter. He's so fucking afflicted. He's so incapable of being the bad guy. And I don't know why. I mean, the guy's probably pled to more crimes than I have. So I don't know why he'll fucking bite a woman. He'll fucking beat a woman and get convicted of it. And but he won't fucking fire a few people. Anthony, bite less, fire more. Your career would be in good shape. You wouldn't have to go on Pat Dixon's show. You don't want to go on Pat Dixon's show. No, but Pat Dixon doesn't want to be on Pat Dixon's show. So if you would bite less and fire more, hell, we might be listening to you on Sirius XM right now. And you'd have to work with Opie. But, let's weigh Anthony versus Opie. I think Opie won. Opie's a happy guy with a shitload of money who's not throwing 50 grand a quarter into a failed endeavor. I mean, Jim Norton still gainfully employed. Anthony needed his buddy Gavin to come by and save him. And then it kind of seems like Anthony either threw everybody under the bus afterwards or just abandoned them and ignored them and kind of ghosted them, like Gino. By the way, the title of today's episode, I Forgive Gino, people were in the chat before the show started and they were going, oh, that's fucking terrible. Oh, man, don't forgive that piece of shit. Guys, it's a joke. Remember Gino did the thing where he said, you know, I forgive Aaron, and Kevin and Matt and myself. We were all like, forgive me for what? I didn't do anything to you. What do you forgive me for? I forgive Aaron for my fiance making me kick him out of our wedding because she believed a fucking hustler and a pig liar. I mean, is that what you forgive me for? Oh, and that, like, it's funny that everything I said about her turned out to be true. And then when she showed herself to be that thing, they all kind of just like turned on me about it. It's like, guys, I've been warning you about these people forever and ever. And then they show themselves to you. And then you look back at me and you go, what the fuck? And I go, I fucking said so. But they use people to get what they, right. That's what I said. I just wanted to give you guys a few $100 every week for doing my show. I didn't even ask you to hate the people I hated. Honestly, what I always told Keanu was, talk to him. You'll see. And then guess what? They started talking to him again, and guess what? They saw. Oh, my God. So, I mean, forgive me. Cool. For what? I thought about this today. I'm going to send him a couple $100 as a wedding gift. Would that be in poor taste? But yeah, JT10, I don't know if you got your money's worth on the Anthony thing. I don't feel any heat from Anthony Cumia coming after me. It's just, he knows that I attract numbers. And when you're in compound censored, you're in a bubble and you're not attracting any numbers. You just have what you have. And don't get me wrong, it would take a long time for that fan base to completely go away. But it's aging out, and it's only going to go in the stagnant or down direction. It's not going to get bigger. I mean, Gavin's been canceled from everything. They're not going to let him on to promote his shit. You don't have any stroke anymore. Those days are done. I respect what you did, but I don't owe anything. What was the second part of this? I mean, the balls on that has-been trying to enter this sector is appalling. Teach him a lesson, please. Teach him a lesson. I guess the lesson is fire more, bite less. There you go. He was, I guess he was on Pat Dixon, shit talking Rekieta. I haven't listened to it. They said he was, somebody wrote that it doesn't seem like Anthony's going to Gino's wedding. Are Anthony and Gino having a lover's quarrel now? Can Anthony not fuck up any relationship? Opie, Bill Burr, Club Soda Kenny, Gino, all the compound people, Danny Brand. I mean, look, from what we saw, Danny Brand seemed like a psychopath. But, you know, you brought the fox into the hen house, and then you bit the fox. JT10 with $10 says, LOL, great job. I love it. Here is some goal loot. Ant is a hack podcaster now. He is literally the next Stuttering John. In fact, I would respect John more than Ant since John isn't a coward like Anthony. Wow. That is fucking brutal right there, respecting John more than Anthony. The John stuff has always been overplayed, and it's always been by people who needed John more than John needed them. I mean, John's a buffoon, but he doesn't deserve an entire community revolved around him. And then you look at the community that revolves around him, and it's like, it's so clear that, you know, what it is. It's a bunch of people more pathetic than John in their own lives, kind of circling around John because they need someone to point at and go, oh, that guy's a piece of shit. I mean, to me, he's never been that entertaining. Not even like on lol cow status. But a lot of these guys just saw easy numbers from it, and then they just kept exploiting it, and they got lazy. Yeah, Kevin Soundboard says, after seeing Cumia on Dixon, I don't think he's going to that wedding. What did he say about Gino that made you think he's not going to the wedding? I don't know. JT10 says, more Cumia breakdown, please. I mean, what else is there to break down? He really doesn't do anything anymore. I'm not yelling at you, JT10. No, I'm saying, like, I don't know what else there is to say. I mean, he's done. He's behind a paywall, first of all. He hasn't put any effort into that show in a long time. I actually thought Gino and I did better shows than he did when we filled in for him. It's more than time to retire. He's kind of become what he always bitched about with Howard. Just kind of mailing it in. We also we get it. Black people bad. I mean, we don't really need to harp on that anymore. What else is there to say? I mean, it's what they're doing is an outdated model of doing things, the paywall and everything else. I mean, the model kind of changed. So I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I'm happy to talk about it, and, you know, you pay me, so I got to listen to the paying customers, and you've been very generous tonight, so thank you. And yeah, to anyone who's like, well, weren't you on Compound? I mean, don't you? Oh, that was E-Rock. E-Rock put us on Compound because E-Rock was the only guy who gave a shit about trying to attract more audience to that thing. Anthony was happy to just show up, la-di-da, do his show, not give a fuck how the business was doing until he had to start writing his own checks and put it into the business, and then it was too late. But I was told by Gino regularly, I was told by E-Rock regularly, when you guys come in, when Steel Toe comes in and you do a show, our memberships, our subscriptions go up. They told me that the people that they had given shows to before, they didn't see a rise in subscriptions, and then those people got really pissed at us when we got a show on Compound and then kept getting shows on Compound. I think we did like 6. And E-Rock said the reason was very simple. When we were on, more money came in. That's pretty cool. That's awesome to hear.
Hit the like button.
And be like, hey, yeah.
Okay, fuck you, Doom.
Goodbye. I'll do it like that show. Goodbye. Good.
Shut up, Doom.
Doom, cool it. For the love of God. Come on.
Doom, you're gone again. That's it. I'm so sick of you anyway.